Alrighty, that is where we had to squeeze in that S. I was like, oh, I couldn't have moved over things so much. I should have went backwards on things. So, you live and you learn. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. So other than that, this spread pretty much comes together real quick. Obviously that stamping is what took most of the time. And I had to do a little bit of computer work right there. So what I did is just took those tags digitally in Photoshop and made boxes because I wanted it to have the picture, and then I wanted it to have journaling even behind the picture. So like I had mentioned before, this was just a page to document some of my currentlies, maybe my Christmas currentlies, I guess. You can see there a little picture of all of my stamping in my bullet journal and the coloring and all that kind of stuff. That was representative of making Christmas cards and a bunch of other things. I was loving my planner last year, guys. My planner was top notch last year. I need to get back on it. The second one was during this time, I definitely did delivery groceries. So that was my first time getting delivery groceries. I'd always just did pickup orders. And this saved me so many times in the month of December last year. So we're already planning on doing that again this year. And then I had gotten a new Christmas sweater. I'd always had the same one, and so we were loving that Christmas sweater. It wasn't, my other one was like super hot, and I was like, whew, we need a different one. All right. So like I said, was just making sure that, because at first I was like, the picture just needs to be, in the square box. So I didn't cut out the box to guide me of where the tag was. So I kind of just used the tag. As you can see here, I'm using the tag and the back of the other paper, the journaling paper, which I did cut to the tag to try and help me out a little bit there. And then just using my hole punch and a brad to punch that. You'll see also I just use like a little needle, I think, or whatever, to punch through the ledger paper too, because my hole punches obviously don't reach to the middle of that paper. And that is pretty much the gist of this. There isn't going to be much more. I do go around and embellish my tags here in a minute, so you'll see that. I think there we go. We're cutting off the edges, and honestly, I kind of just eyeballed those. It's hiding behind, you can barely see it. You can see it a little bit more in this video, but honestly in real life without the lights and all that kind of stuff, you can't even see it. So and then I'm going to do that 2 more times. Here we go. Each more I get a little bit more comfortable, and I'm like, oh yeah, you could have just used the shape of the tag here. You didn't have to do all that. And now that, I had to type or stamp that out, and I had, the of and my in there, I could position my tags a little bit more. So I mentioned before about doing a whole December daily on like Christmas songs, and honestly, like, I still think that's an amazing idea. If you can think of, if you're that creative and can think of something to do with 25 different song titles or song, inserts, I guess I should say. It doesn't have to be actually the title or anything. I think that would be such an amazing idea. I think somebody brought that up a year or 2 ago, and I was like, I need to do that. I don't know if I'm that creative. I really don't. But I do believe this year for 2023, I am going to do the prompt-based, or, I guess it's prompt-based, but like where you draw a little piece of paper every day and it gives you your design feature is what mine is going to be. I'm definitely going to do a design feature. Now the problem with that I always find is like, how do you do your like foundation pages on that? Like, I don't know. I might still just do a few foundation pages and then still do the prompt, because I have found with October Daily that I had several things that I wanted to try, and I keep on forgetting about them because I get wrapped up in my head. So I think that maybe just having a jumping off point will help me a little bit. I really hope that it doesn't hinder my, what I think. I don't think it will. I think it will definitely help me. So, let me know if you'd like that kind of like structure, or, would that not be something good for you? So I was trying to embellish these a little bit on the outside. It was crazy that I kind of had a sticker that went with all three of these. So my Christmas sweater, my Christmas cards, this was like my planner cards, like picture type thing. And then I put Santa's helper in the other one because, my delivery, my grocery delivery person was my helper, at that point. So I thought that was funny. Like, I was like, yeah, we're totally doing that. That worked out well because obviously there's probably not, a grocery delivery person there. And it just kind of helped, that type of thing. So I'm going to go through and pick some Ellie's Studio little hearts here. Again, using that stash, guys. I think actually I used a lot of this by the end of it. So I was pretty happy about that. And yeah, I think I went through a couple more things for embellishments and then just never found anything that was really going to work. So here we are. We are going to get that into the album and finish this up. Just another page done. Now, I don't have very many videos past this. I think just one or two. And then we will get the flip through for you guys here and probably next week. It just doesn't look like I filmed. I probably just crafted, guys. Like sometimes turning on that camera intimidates me a little bit. I don't know why, because I craft in front of it all of the time. But sometimes if I can just sit there and craft and not worry about, the camera going, it's a lot less stress. And I probably was like, forget it by the end of this season, right? So I don't know exactly if I can figure out when I finished my album. Let's see here. See in pictures if it shows. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't ever see pictures of like the end. Like I didn't even take pictures of day 25, honestly. So I don't know when I finished this album. I know I did. I know I had to have taken a picture of the actual album finished, but I can't find it. Maybe one day when I'm scrolling through all my old photos, I will figure that out, but it doesn't really matter. No. All right, going to hole punch that and finish it up. Like I said, getting that into my album. Isn't it like the best feeling to hole punch your pages and get them stuck together and into the album? I feel like that's just such a satisfying feeling. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching again. And let me know in the description below how you kind of like to run your December daily. Are you looking to maybe do a prompt-based season, or do you just kind of wing it? I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.